Hello everybody and welcome to the second community challenge. Just adjust my mic. This one is the engine block challenge. I gave my Discord compatriots a engine block, as you can see here, that I built just like the cockpit last time, and the task was to simply build off this. You can change the colour, you can edit, slight things about it, but overall this just had to be incorporated into your design. And I have some entries. We have 4 entries plus mine, which I will show later, and another one which the gentleman couldn't upload it, so we will just look at the screenshots of it and I'll tell you what I think about it in that form. So first of all, the engine block here, nothing special. I sort of took my design from the Reaver ships, if you've played with that mod. I believe it's the attack corvette that has this sort of spiky style. Well, they all have that spiky style, but has that sort of shape. So we'll just have a little look through all of these. We have some similar contestants, and we have 2 contestants that were in the engine block challenge and 2 that are brand new. So the ponderous peg. I believe this is the GS something. I know he likes to name his ships. Where's the control panel? This is the large grid 9071. Okay, makes it slightly difficult. Right, so I have finally loaded up all my ships. So PD body. This is the GS 61-1000 standard, which is similar to the other one, the GS. This version, the GS 54-1000. Right, so a short haul ship designed to refuel ships nearby in the system. The GS-61-1000 standard is a slow, bulky ship requiring a patient hand on the controls. Designed to be crewed by a minimum of 2 people, 1 pilot and 1 operator for the refueling rig, the ship can hold up to 6 crew and passengers, assuming suitable sleeping shifts have been arranged. She has the following amenities: 3 bunks, a kitchenette, a toilet, a shower, 2 genuine leather couches, 4 seats and a table. The crew/passenger cabin and the forward cabin are pressurised. The lower deck and engineering deck are not. Care must be taken to reseal the doors after entering or exiting those areas. For equipment, she has 2 large hydrogen tanks, 3 oxygen tanks, 3 O2H2 generators, 15 batteries, 1 small nuclear reactor and a hydrogen engine. The GS-61 is capable of launching from and landing on a planet, however her optimal use is space only. It is a decent short-distance refueler for assisting nearby asteroid mining efforts or topping up ships visiting a station. This was an entry for the Lunar Engines Block Challenge. Yes, okay, right, cool. So he's used the same cockpit as last time, as you can see. Must be a fan, or must be lazy, one or the other. I'm joking. We have 4 large hydrogen engines. Considering that this isn't meant to really be landing on planets all that often, that is quite a lot of weight to be carrying around. So, the engine block, he's recoloured it and hasn't rebuilt the blocks. Kept it the same for the most part, and then has continued this sort of spiky style going up the dorsal side. Here we have literally just 3 ion thrusters pointing down. So this thing is going to fly like a... It's going to fly like a fridge. Yeah, but he did say that. 6 reverse thrusters, 6 either side, and then 2 large forward. Yes, okay. So we have pistons for the refueling rig up here, along with a walkway, so you can obviously you'll have someone up here like Would be nice to get a control panel up here, so you could do it that way, but it's just my opinion. So we'll go this way, down into the, well, I guess this is the reactor room in a way. We have the reactor, and behind it I can see the engine and a large cargo container. The access to both the hydrogen tanks, and we have the control seat, which I assume is for the refueling rig. Carrying on down, we have another door. And then we have a sort of stairwell here. We can go up to the genuine leather couch. We have a armory, an airlock, that's the port airlock, and then we have another corridor. Down here, another genuine leather couch with a nice viewing port. Kitchenette, vent, table, beds. You have to be quite comfortable with each other to sleep like that. And then the bedroom is hidden up there. I like that. It's a nice use of space there. I like this openness here as well. This is quite a big ship, so you can fit a lot into it. So this is the engineering deck. I assume it's not pressurized. We have gyros, we have hydrogen tanks, and some nice windows there. Back up, and we're on the, well, it's not really a bridge, it's more of a cockpit really, isn't it? So yeah, that is the I'm never going to get that right. Fuck's sake, change your name. The GS-61-1000-standard. By Gasboy or PD Body, whichever one you want to prefer, you want to say. Right, so next we have the Traveller. I believe this was built by Tidy Rusa. Yep, Tidy Sura. Even, my bad. So just the Traveller. I don't know if it's not loading or if we don't have a description here. No, I don't think we have a description. Okay, so the Traveller. So we can take a pretty good guess that this is an exploration ship. Lots of thrusters, considering what it is, so it's quite manoeuvrable. Sort of a bumblebee colour scheme, and it actually looks like a bumblebee with the massive bridge at the front there. 2 spotlights underneath the bridge. Enough hydrogen thrusters to probably land on a planet, I'd assume. We have a landing pad up here, or maybe it's a way to berth to stations. We have 2 Gatling guns on the dorsal side. As for the engine block, he hasn't welded up any of the. You can weld these up, by the way, guys. You know, that was a thing. He's changed it to smooth armor. I believe this is. It looks very clean. I don't like turrets when they're not on idle. When they've got idle on though, it just doesn't look right to me. Which Reaver does all the time. Whoa, it's dark in here. Right, so here is the. What you presented with when you come in through the alley. We have the ion thrusters here, so you can service them. Access to all the conveyors here, so very easy to carry out repairs. Access to the bridge, which is pressurised, very good. I just wanted to give it a go, I was just curious. Massive viewing port here, look at that. Got some free space, and lots of free space around here that you could cram different things into. Oh wow, this is a nice room. We've got some reactors, cryopod, medbay, and a jump drive. Very nice. What do we have on this side? Ah, okay, so we have 2 jump drives and 2 medbays. Coming down here, we have access to the beacon, ion thrusters, and then the gyros, jump drives, and the grav generator. Do we have any production facilities on board? No. Okay. So it's sort of like a vessel that you're going to need supplies for to sustain, really. But yeah, I mean, it's a Traveller. It's just supposed to go, you know, back and forth. So that's fine. Next, we have the fleet support vessel. I believe this is the Delta class fleet support vessel. It is. And we have a description. This is built by Reaver, obviously, if you couldn't tell. Seeing the need for a small ship that had the ability to carry multiple fighters, the REC got to work on a light carrier to support fleets in need of fighter coverage. Produced in record time, the Delta was commissioned to fill this role. It could carry up to 4 fighters and more if the connectors on the pad are not utilised. It is a support vessel, so direct ship-to-ship combat should be avoided, but there is a pilot-controlled rocket launcher should you need to get your hands dirty. The ship can fly at all moons in the system, but is not capable of planetary flight. This is my entry for Lunar Kolony's engine block challenge on his Discord server. Okay, thank you for including that. Is the rocket launcher a turret though, Reaver? Because I don't think it is. Oh, he didn't change this. I remember he told me about this. If you wiggle the ship really quickly while firing that, you're gonna smack into yourself, but you don't do any damage, so it's nothing to worry about. Yeah, very Aragathi style that Reaver has. I really do like it. Nice connectors here. if I had to nitpick, I would say turn off the turret idle, and for your spaced armour, Reaver, I don't want to interfere too much with his build because it's rude, but I just want to present how I think you can make it look better. Yeah, I'll just do an example here. So when you do your spaced armour, you do it like this. I'll just show you. So so something like this, right? And then you have obviously the actual armor. So, you know, however you have it on the corners, it doesn't really matter. Oh, bloody hell. Get in place. So, yeah, you have it like this, right? Yeah, so that's how you do your space armor. I think, if I may butt in, it would look better like this if you do 2 blast doors like this, and then the spaced armor. Like that. I mean, it's up to you really. It's just a nitpick, but the way these sort of go in at the sides, I think it looks sturdier like this, I would say. But obviously that's completely your choice. I'm just being a dick. So we have the engine block back here. He slapped 2 gyros on. Lovely. I like seeing gyros in places like that. It's always good to have backups. A lovely bit of spaced armor above the turret. That's a very good idea there to protect it from missiles and such. Interior turret's absolutely lining this thing. He said it shouldn't be in ship-to-ship combat, but I think this would do pretty well in any sort of ship-to-ship combat, to be fair. Apart from maybe this nacelle down here. As cool a design choice as it is, I mean, it looks really interesting. A single missile to the front would knacker all of your rear hydrogen thrusters, and that is no good. So, carrier, we have 4 landing zones for fighters, and you can probably dock a couple on the port and starboard connectors as well. And if you have landing gear, you can just clamp fires all over this thing. I don't see why not. It has plenty of thrust. And overall, it does have sort of that tapering delta shape, which is, I assume, why he chose that name. So we have parachutes, interestingly, in case you know, fall out of orbit or what have you. So many weapons on this thing. Jesus. Right, let's head in. Do we have a connector on the port and starboard side? We do. We have a connector on either side. Right, not a connector, an airlock. In we come. So here we have this lovely little room. We have some plants, some armories. Come into the bridge. This is a very Reaver bridge. We have an armory, a graph, a vent, some computers with appropriate desks, and then the control seats along with the velocity vector LCD in the centre. Coming back through, we have sleeping quarters. We have 4 beds. We have a little desk, some lockers. Well, the bathroom, in case you need to do things. We have a lovely viewing area here. Another locker, a table, a gyro, just slap there. Back here, jump drive, survival kit. We have a cargo container, a LCD readout. That's a reading 2 because I got the ships too close together. Engineering area. We have an armory, another armory. We have a gravity generator and some gyros, and you can access the hydrogen tank from here as well. Come back up, we got some freight boxes, a lab. Coming through here, we have production, so there's an assembler. We have the basic refinery and an O2H generator, cargo container, and a programmable block, as well as a nice little window here. I love the glass with the med room. Very nice touch. So we have med bay and a medical station. Very, very medical-ish, that room. I like it. Plus the sort of blue light. Okay, so around this side we have access to the landing pad. If we head up here, through the door, and boom, we're on the landing pad. So yeah, that is the Delta class support vessel by Reaver. Now onto the Hammerhai by Illusion Paddy, I think. Don't quote me on that one. Here we go. Right, yeah, Illusion Paddy. The Hammerhai is a medium-sized heavy destroyer. It is a realistic survival build. It has 2 hydrogen tanks, 2 oxygen tanks, 1 hydrogen generator. It is battery and reactor powered, space only, part of the Lunar engine block challenge. Very good. Very. Oh wow. These. Oh, I like that. He's coloured these silver so they look like spikes. Okay. But yeah, this is a destroyer, as you can tell. We have, how many do we have? 4, 6, 12, 14. We have 18 rocket launchers on the bow. Oh my life. Right, okay. The engine block is back here. He's sort of kept the original colour scheme, which is very nice. We have missile and Gatling turrets dotted around. Let's enter in the starboard side here. We have a massive room here. We have access to the batteries and the grav generator, medical station, an airlock into the CIC. I've got to try this. Let's give this a go. It's actually quite manoeuvrable as well, so yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say, you know? What kind of systems do we have? Gatling Geschütz. We have oh, it won't be called a refinery, will it? Okay, yeah, it is literally just a destroyer. Very, very nice build. So yeah, thank you to all the contestants who took part in this. Didn't get as many entries as the... Actually, I think we might have had about the same. But yeah, thanks everyone for submitting your ships. We're going to go take a look at the ships that I got. Well, the ship that I got just the pictures of now. Okay, welcome to my desktop. Here we have Spirit of 76. This is the USS Oil Liberator. Right, so we have, I guess, I don't know what goes in there. I'd assume small snub fighters. We have some turrets lining it. It's got a very American paint scheme. Here's the bow. Kept that sort of spiky, you know, style throughout. Here's a side view. We have some landing gear, so I'm guessing it can land on moons or planets. And what are they? I'm not sure what they are, to be honest. I think they're probably drilling rigs, given the name. But yeah. So thanks Spirit of 76 for that, and we're going to go check out mine now. Welcome to my shipyard, and here we have my entry for the competition. As you can see, here are the engine blocks. I've got 4 of them, and I am building, this is a cruiser. It's called the Star Hammer. It's not finished yet, obviously, because I had very much time lately. I'm still working on it. I'm not sure when it'll be finished, but it'll be on the workshop. So I'll just give you a tour of what I have actually done here. So I decided to make a cruiser by sort of sticking 2 of the engine blocks together to create this sort of nacelle, and then chuck 2 of them on either side of a massive body. This is the sort of hammer shape, if you will. So externally we have spaced armour on the nacelles with welders on all of the turrets. We have a mixture of Gatling and missile turrets. So it's a cruiser, so you know it's got to be able to brawl a bit. but it's also got to be able to sustain itself. Its main offensive capability is in the form of 6 Alto fighters, the Mark III that it carries in its ventral hangar there that it can launch. It will also have, well, it actually does have a decoy system. These aren't just decoys, these are armed decoys. Each one has 4 interior turrets. Drop them off and they will hopefully start doing some damage for you. The interior isn't what I would call finished, but we'll head in anyways. So we'll start at the back. Here we have the landing pad for the mining and the utility ship, which haven't been completed yet. We have the backup reactor, O2H2 generators, the engines, more generators, 2 large reactors, and then below the stairs here we have the batteries and programmable blocks on either side. We have, I believe, 12 jump drives and 12 hydrogen tanks and 12 large cargo containers, all nested within the nacelles. We have a stairwell on either side, which brings you up to the second deck. Up here you have access to the decoys, and if you come down here, as you can see, there's a lot of room in here yet. In here we have the crew quarters, so here you can shower and here you can shit. And if we come back through here, we have the dining room with 8 seating for 8, and the kitchen where you can cook things. Back through here we have another stairwell, we have the SOS beacon, gravity generator, another deck up here. Through here we have the bridge, which is the only properly completed part. We have a sealable blast door mechanism here in case the bridge gets breached, because it's not that well protected really. I mean, it'll take 2 missiles, but that's about it. We have an armory on either side, programmable blocks. We have a survival kit, and then this is the briefing room where you can do briefings. And then we have a sort of table, conference table. So Reva and, well, actually just Reva helped me out with the some of the interior design and the antenna array on this ship. He's the one who built the Delta class, so thanks to Reva for that. This isn't finished yet. I'll probably post a video, to be honest, when it's finished, because it's that big of a thing. Here's my javelin corvette. Wink wink, go to the workshop. And yeah, that's it for the engine block challenge anyway. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to actually participate in challenges like this, then be sure to join my Discord server. The link will be in the description. And you can talk to me on there, you ask me questions, you can talk to the community on there, lots of friendly people in there, experienced Space Engineers players, all that crap. I know we got a load of new Xbox players. I don't think any of them will be watching my videos specifically, but if you are, and you're new to the game, welcome. We welcome you with warm and loving arms. Come join the Discord and get in on the action. So yeah, I will be doing more of these. So yeah, thanks for watching, and take care, everybody.